Alright, what is going on, guys? Zeus here, and today I'm bringing you guys the 5,000 subscriber Q&A that I promised you guys yesterday. It has left a lot of questions, especially on YouTube. I'm going to start with the Twitter questions, and then work my way into some of the YouTube ones as well. Haven't decided if I'm going to make this into a two-part video. I'm just going to kind of record this, and if I feel like I can make a second part, then I will. So, before getting to that, quickly, the gameplay in the background is just like a double DNA or something like that. So, let's hop right into the first question from VS Lightning. Which people are you the most happy you've met through YouTube? So, I've met some of my closest friends doing this whole YouTube and Twitter Call of Duty thing, which is kind of weird to say, but honestly, I have, and those people would be Josh or Simiel, Steve or Apple XBL, and Mitch or Yums Crackers, as well as Colt or Third Base. I've met a few other people. VS, you're one of those people that are really cool and like people that share the same thoughts as me. Ravage is another one. There's a lot of cool people that I've met over the internet that I'm really happy I met because, I don't know, just being limited to the people I have at my school, I don't feel like I would be as happy as I am with people at my school and having these people that I've met through this online community. Next question from Frosty FA. This is a two-part question. Part 1, you're good as fuck at pub stomping. I swear I didn't add that in. He put that. Ever thought of streaming? Yes, I have streamed before in the past, but I never really thought about doing it on a daily basis. It is something I've been thinking about doing lately, so if you guys want streams, let me know down in the comment section below what kind of time would work for you guys. And then his second question is, this one was interesting. This one I stayed up for a while last night thinking about. Your mom and Kate Upton are drowning. You can only save one, and whoever you save, you have to fuck. Who do you choose? So I was talking to my friends at school about this today, and I think the general consensus was to save neither instead of having to make that choice, because, I mean, you're choosing between someone you love and someone really hot. However, if you choose the person you love, you know, then you have to have sex with them. So I'm going to go with neither. Next question from Trip What made you start YouTube? Any tips for someone looking to start a YouTube channel? What made me start YouTube is... I don't know, I looked up to a lot of YouTubers, and I was constantly watching YouTube videos and playing Call of Duty, and I was on Twitter, and I was like, I should probably get in on this racket and start making videos of my own. So I started slowly buying the equipment, and then come December of last year, that's really when I started, or the year before rather, that's really when I started to actually focus on doing YouTube and commentaries. And any tips? Tip 1 would definitely be to focus on making the commentaries. Don't just do gameplays, because that's going to be a really hard way to grow. Number 1, and number 2, if you just focus on the gameplays and you add music, like, you're not going to have as many viewers, and I think it's way more important to have people that want to watch you for you and not just your gameplays. But that's just my opinion. I personally would say try to focus on your commentaries as much as possible, because that's definitely a weak point in a lot of people's channels that I watch. Next question from Cozy's Tweets. He says, please elaborate on the mental state in which you are currently in. I thought that was a pretty weird question, you know, compared to the others, but I mean, I guess I'm in a pretty good place right now. I mean, everyone's a little depressed and sad at times, right? I got a lot of shit on my plate right now, but I mean, I kind of deal with that by doing things like YouTube and talking to friends and just kind of distracting myself so I don't have to worry about all that shit that's on my plate. But yeah, I don't really feel comfortable talking about a lot of the personal things going on in my life right now. Maybe like down the road, like, I mean, really down the road, like a few months to a year, I maybe would feel more comfortable talking about some of the stuff going on in my life. But as of right now, I don't feel comfortable with it. And it's nothing against you guys. It's just just a lot of people. I just don't want a lot of people to know about it yet. It sounds really weird, like it's something bad or really serious. I swear it's not. It's nothing like, nothing too serious, I promise. Next question, why is Keemstar such a fucking pussy? I really don't have the time to include this question in the video, because, you know, I'm trying to make this under 10 minutes, so I'm not going to go too in-depth on that, but really he's just an ignorant person. Next question, again from Trip says, favorite movie / TV show. Favorite movie, that's an easy one. That's The Dark Knight. I used to think this was a really tough question, but I think if I had to choose one movie to watch for the rest of my life, it would definitely be The Dark Knight. And TV show, this is going to be a tie between Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, and Arrow. Arrow's not over yet, so that could have the potential to maybe be better than those two shows, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to choose between those 3 shows right now. Next question from Royal Zaps. He asks, how mad were you getting when Keemstar kept on interrupting you when you were doing that interview with him? I was laughing more than I was getting angry, mostly because I realized how stupid it was making him look, so I was kind of like chuckling through the entire thing. There were some points you can notice during the interview when I got kind of heated when I was trying to answer a question and he just kept talking over me. I mean, that would get frustrating with anyone. Next question from Swooshalit. He asks, how did you come up with the Fat Zeus Gamertag? So, this is a question I get a lot, actually, and it is kind of a weird gamertag. What happened was I originally had the gamertag the Fat Jesus, which was a Hangover reference from Hangover 1, if you guys ever watched that. That was like Alan's nickname or whatever. And that name, actually, that gamertag actually ended up getting banned, so I thought in my head, like, you know, what's a religion that no one would get offended by if I put one of their gods in my gamertag? And I went with Zeus, because no one's fucking worshipping the Greek gods anymore. So that's what I've kind of stuck with. I thought it was a pretty creative and original name, and I thought it was a good name to go with a YouTube channel, too. Alright, next question from, hey, it's Vinny. If there's one thing that you could change about the United States education system, what would it be? That would definitely be the pay that teachers get. Next question, Stains Liam, what is your favorite Call of Duty? That is absolutely MW3. That's the Call of Duty game I have the most time in, and it's the game that I have the most fun playing. Next question from It's Teshi. If you have watched American Sniper, which I assume you have, what do you think of it? I'm about an hour in, and I think it's great. So, American Sniper is actually one of the best movies I've watched in a while, which is kind of saying a lot if you know anything about me. I watched a lot of movies, especially in the last year, so if I'm saying American Sniper was that good, I'm saying it was that good. And that's not just because I believe that the guy was a hero and all that. Even if I were to separate myself from that situation, I would still think that this movie was awesome. Next question from Dai Bazin YT. He asked, are you gay? No, I can confirm I am not gay. Thank you. Next two questions from Rock Legend HD. Which pub stomping clan did you enjoy being part of the most? And who was your inspiration to start doing YouTube? So which pub stomping clan? Definitely Doom back in the day before the old channel was closed. That was a lot of fun when there was people like Kenny, Yums. Just everyone was kind of in Doom at the time, back when Carnage wasn't as big as it is now. Definitely had a lot of fun coming home, being in that chat, talking to people, and that's where I met a lot of the friends that I have now. And as for my inspiration to start doing YouTube, believe it or not, it was actually Jay Nasty. It's not someone I really get along with very well now. You know, all the drama with me getting kicked from Doom. But at the time, Jay Nasty was one of the people I looked up to because he was really good at MW3, and I really liked his commentaries, along with iTemp. iTemp was a huge, huge inspiration. I really liked the way he spoke and the way he did his commentary topics. Next question from Waken. Favorite summer, and what made you go for the sniper spot in MW3? So my favorite summer was probably that summer where where Matty Ice and Yums and I played, because that's where I met a lot of the people I'm like closest with now. In addition, I went on a few vacations that summer, so it wasn't all just nerdy shit that made that a really cool summer. And then the last question from Twitter is from Zexroll. He asks, what is your favorite weapon throughout the COD series? That would definitely have to be the ACR from MW3. There's something really, really satisfying about using that gun. Alright, so now that I've looked at how much time I've actually done recording these questions, I'm actually going to stop the video here and then do the YouTube comments in a separate video, because this video is almost 8 minutes long. So this one's going to be the Twitter questions, and next one's going to be the YouTube questions, which I can say without a doubt were the more interesting of the two. So remember to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already, so you guys can stay tuned for part 2, which will be coming out tomorrow. That's all the time I've left. Peace.